You visited more than 80 countries. What were you really looking for along the way?
These days, societies are lost. We became a very shallow group of people who mostly are interested in goods. And it was nobody. Absolutely nobody. And that silence, again, pushed me to go out to travel.
If this were your last journey, what would you hope to understand from it?
Humanity.
This is Nardo Bloom, blooming your soul.
With Arizbeth Nardo.
Some souls don't just travel, they keep searching. Today, I'm sitting with one of them, Miroslaw, a man who has crossed oceans, mountains, and memories, not to run away from life, but to stay awake inside it. I'm Arizbeth Nardo, and this is not just an interview. It is a conversation between two souls trying to understand what it really means to keep moving.
Miro, I was very lucky to meet you in Tibet, one of the most beautiful and spiritual places I've ever been, and we connected instantly. And I choose to interview you because I feel that your journey is really inspiring, especially to people who've ever felt alone or empty. So before we start this interview, I would like you to tell us who you are and where are you from?
Well, my name is Miro, as you mentioned. I am from Poland. And yes, I spent around 10 years in coal mine. Then we moved with family to Australia, where I became surveyor in big city and working until now. Although close to retirement, so I can enjoy a bit more traveling.
Amazing. You visited more than 80 countries. What were you really looking for along the way?
I really began as a young boy, and the first idea was to see a different place. Doesn't matter where. I just wanted to go somewhere.
Okay.
And that somewhere became East Germany.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. I loved it. And from that moment, I couldn't stop traveling. Every single time holidays we had, I was planning more adventure, more places to see. Of course, according to my budget.
Sure. Was there a moment where traveling stopped being about the world and started being more about you?
Yes, there was such a moment in my life when, unfortunately, my wife passed. And the point of traveling, where we were exploring the world, became less important. I didn't really know whether I should keep traveling or not. So yes, it became about me, because I started to believe if I continue what we did, I may still enjoy it. I realized I have two options: to keep what we did, to keep traveling, or stay home. Stay home wasn't the option, wasn't me. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So despite all the difficulties, all the loneliness, I decided to keep going. And yes, it's 2 years and I keep traveling all the time, which is not easy in many ways, but is refreshing in other ways and keeping me alive.
Which place brought you closest to God and which one made you question Him?
Bethlehem is in Israel, is the place where Jesus Christ was born. And that place is magical. You go there, that cave, and you feel the atmosphere is unbelievable. But at that point, I realized there's so many people in the world, they can't go there. They can't go there, they will never go there. So I started to wonder why I am there, why I deserve to be there, where some people in my mind, they are far more deserving to visit. But life is life. I was lucky one. It's 2,000 years of history, and you see this place where Christianity began. You see this place of birth like silver star, and just it's overwhelming feeling. You are a lucky one of few people who can go there and be there. It's unbelievable feeling. You can't describe it.
And which place made you question God?
It wasn't the place. It was the event in my life, which was the death of my wife. At that moment, I started to question why. What is the plan? What we gained as a family with such a loss? I lost wife. My children lost mother. Grandchildren lost grandmother. What was achieved? Why? And then I got a message from somebody, and that person said to me, "You never ask why." Later on I understood there's no point of asking question why, because there is no answer.
You've walked through so many temples of different traditions. Do you feel they're all speaking about the same divine source?
Yes, the old saying, almost 1,000 years old, which says, all roads lead to Rome.
Yes.
And I honestly believe one God created the whole planet, the whole life. And there are many, many ways to get to Him. We have different methods, different paths to go to achieve the same.
Exactly. When your wife passed, did the world feel smaller or endless?
The world looked empty. The void created by her loss was never ever filled by anything. All my passions gone. I didn't know whether I should stay in bed or go somewhere. There's no anything on horizon, any directions, anything to inspire me. So there was no future, I thought. Almost fell into depression.
I understand. How did silence felt after sharing your life with someone for so many years?
It was deafening silence. It was silence which nobody can imagine. Although everybody knows, it is sad, but nobody knows until experience on loss. That silence was felt everywhere. Emptiness. A home almost full of life, children, grandchildren, my wife, happy. Suddenly was nobody. Absolutely nobody. And that silence again pushed me to go out, to travel. Just couldn't stay home.
In what ways has grief changed how you see people, time, love?
I started to listen, observe. Before, when I was with my wife, we had party. I was happy talking to her, talking to everybody else, but I didn't listen. I heard people, but I didn't listen. Now I have time, I observe, I listen, and I discover life is different. It's not what I thought it was. It's just suddenly I realized there's so many problems, there is so many other stories I before didn't even think about them. So life is very complex and very different, and now I know it.
Do you feel her presence when you visit certain places?
Yes. It doesn't matter place, music, car, radio. It's sometimes random thing which we enjoy together. It comes from different angle. And yes, I can see the decorations in the house. I can see the paintings she hanged and everything. It reminds me about her. Our house is her house. She decorated it. She created the house. I was helping.
That's how it should be. You know, after walking so many miles, what do you think people are searching for?
People have different reasons, different ideas, and they search different things. Some just curiosity. Some they just want to have photographs taken. Some they want to impress friends. Some they just follow the tour guide. They don't think, they don't do anything, just follow. So there is so many different types of tourists, and it's really, really interesting to see all of them in one place. And you can see they're like ants going around, and everybody got a different idea. But sometimes I think the commercialism these days is killing the tourism. And people go, they pay the money because they can afford. They don't go deep. They don't engage. They don't see the religion, the meaning of it. They don't understand. They don't try to understand. Just touching on the surface.
Do you feel that some of them feel empty or lonely, and because of that they just go to travel?
Yes, exactly. They don't have connection. They don't have deeper understanding or will to understand. They just go because it's good to show friends. Yes, I was there. There are people here on trips, exploring the world, and they are empty. They are not fulfilling the life where they are originally. They travel, but the travel doesn't change them, because if you don't put your heart and mind into your travel, you are still empty as you were before.
Right.
I have talked to many people during my trips, sometimes in the bus, sometimes in the hotel, and a lot of them they travel alone for different reasons. Whether it's lack of understanding where they are by others, or they can't find a partner, or there was some event in their life. I've seen many people traveling, especially younger ones, maybe 30 years old. So they were not from school. They had already experience. And they must have not found anything in the life, no real partner, no real meaning. So they keep going and searching for this. Whether it's deserts of Africa, whether it's mountains in Himalayas, or spiritual life in Tibet, they are searching for something which they haven't found in their own places of living. So life is long, but at the same time it's very short. And we live our life finishing high school, going to work, having family, kids, and also the meaning of life is changing because we start to realize the longer we are here on this planet, life is not only about making money, building houses, making good impression, buy jewelry. Life is about also giving life, protecting life. Life is about enjoying the closest family, like your wife or husband and children. And then hopefully you see grandchildren. And then the meaning of life is full because it's not finishing at you. You pass the genes, you passed the ideas, and hopefully by your example, you gave the inspiration.
And what about all these young people, such as me, who we're not planning to have any children?
Yes, these days, unfortunately, the speed, the fastness of life, the pressure of society, you have to perform on high level, you have to be manager, you have to fulfill your dreams, you have to be somebody. It's putting so much pressure on young people, they don't have time to think about family. And once they want that family, often they can't find anybody because everybody is in the same position chasing something which is very elusive.
What would you tell to someone in their 30s who feel lost, even without losing anyone?
I would say, keep dreaming, be persistent, have a goal, describe it in your head and follow it. Don't give up. Never ever give up. But be also realistic. You just can't have your goals which you cannot fulfill. But be persistent. Mm-hmm. You have to have meaning of life, whatever it is. Everybody is different. People have desires, dreams, people have ideas, people have wish to be somebody. But not everybody can achieve the goals. Not everybody can fulfill the dreams. So sometimes we need to scale back. We need to go back one step and see what really we want in life. Where we want to be in 10 years' time. Can we go there? Can we achieve the goal? And very likely we can. But we have to focus. We have to put every piece of energy to achieve the goal. Otherwise, we'll be only dreaming. And we can't be dreaming because that doesn't go anywhere. The 21st century has brought us internet, has brought us social media, has brought us a lot of fantastic tools. We can explore things which were 50 years ago unimaginable. We can go anywhere. But at the same time, it brought us a lot of dangerous paths. Because who to trust?
Sure.
Where we can find the true answer. People go to religion, but others say don't follow religion. Some people want to explore deep connection with nature. But then other group says no, it's not important. We need to build society strong, industrialize, pollute the planet. So these days we are really challenged, everybody, not only young people, how to choose what is right, what is wrong, who to follow. Is it a religion? Is it spiritual? People search, people go to different corners of this planet to search for answer. Whether it's desert of Namibia, whether it's Indians in Amazon. People try to understand maybe somebody else is right, maybe I'm not right. Maybe our life is meaningless because we don't have the clear path. where to follow, where to go.
Absolutely. Sometimes wisdom doesn't come from answers. It comes from the courage to stay curious.
Yes, of course.
What keeps you curious at 68 years old?
Passion. Passion to explore, passion to listen, passion to go to see places, passion to everything what I do. It's the only reason. I have a really deep passion in my heart to be out, to talk to people, to find out more about them, about their lives, about the religion, about the development, about the road where people are following. But it's all linked to passion.
Do you think peace is something we find or something we remember?
No, I think peace, we have to earn. We have to work hard to find peace, to create peace. Peace is not given. Peace is achieved by praying. Peace is achieved by sometimes war, unfortunately. But peace is not given. It is not given to anybody. Peace is very, very important and probably the most important. Because in peace, we are all living in one harmony as a happy group of random people, not necessarily the same country, the same race, but we are happy. But we have to work very hard to achieve peace.
How do you achieve your peace every day?
Praying in the morning, calm down, help others, be open, listen, and helpful.
Excellent. If this were your last journey, what would you hope to understand from it?
Humanity. What we really are doing here. Why we are fighting. Why we are so complex. Although we are the same people. Okay, different color, maybe different height. But the same people. And we are so different, so greedy. Why? Why we can't live in one big happy place and call each other my brother, my sister?
In your opinion, which are the most spiritual countries nowadays?
I think these days you can say place like Tibet is very highly spiritual. I would add also India. India is very, very spiritual. Some Arabic countries, they are very dedicated to religion. Europe, unfortunately, is turning away from religion. They go like really atheist.
Yes. What is for you the most surprising way to worship God?
I think India, when you go to India, there is so much passion in religion and worshipping. It's not only how they dress, how they dance, it's just the way how they see the God. They would do so much effort to make it special, to make it colorful, to make it presentable, to make it unforgettable experience.
Exactly. So despite the fact that you're a Christian and you've been through a long way, why at certain point you didn't decide to change your religion, or have you ever thought about it?
You are right. I did travel to many different countries of so many different religions. I was exposed to Hinduism in many temples, Buddhism, Islam, and it's just, I appreciated a different point of view of things. But when I was younger, I was raised in Catholic family, in Christian religion, and I have this faith in me. I committed myself some time ago, and I never believed I will be benefiting or maybe even betraying if I change, betraying my family, my parents, even myself. So never really thought about changing, since we established at the very beginning we have the same goal, the same God, but different ways to get there.
As you know, I just started this project, Nardo Bloom, with the intention to enhance people to develop their spirituality and to learn together new ways of worshiping God all around the world. What expectations do you have, and what advices do you have for it?
These days, societies are lost. mostly are lost. People don't know where to go, what to follow. So this project is encouraging them and enlightening them and giving them chance to embrace something different and very important. Spirituality is today something which is lacking in our society. We became a very shallow group of people who mostly are interested in goods, buying, spending, but not developing deeper. First of all, I would love to see the number of followers growing. Get to know the project deeply. Go to the spiritual part of it deep. You have created a very special project. I can only hope it will grow and attract many people. Doesn't matter, young, old, any age, any religion.
So do I. What do you hope this project brings to the world and to the people who become part of this community?
Peace and happiness.
My first guest in this podcast. How do you feel?
I feel honored. I feel privileged.
I would like to ask you for a last advice to give to the young people out there who have listened to this podcast today.
Travel, have passion, don't give up. Be always focused on your goal. And things will be fine.
Thank you so much for this interview. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
This is Nardo Bloom. For souls who've ever felt alone and for those still walking toward meaning.